This is Don Hoder with the Southpointe Marcellus Shell Chamber of Commerce, and today our host for our lunch is Dr. Jim Dittmar. Good afternoon, Jim.
Thank you.
And Jim is with Geneva College, and maybe you could explain before I get all these letters after the word Geneva College. Emma, go ahead, tell me what it is. What's the department?
The department I represent is the Department of Leadership Studies at Geneva, and in that department we have the MS, or Master of Science in Organizational Leadership program.
Okay.
It started in 1995, so this is our 18th year.
So who would you target let's say in this room, who would become a part of this program?
Well, really anyone. Our market is the adult professional working person, and so anyone who is interested in understanding more about the behavioral aspects of the organization, the leadership aspects, the people aspects. Oftentimes we're asked, what's the difference between an MBA and an MSOL program? And the difference, what we try to explain is that an MBA is generally more quantitative in nature. It's more for the person who wants to be a financial manager. The MSOL degree is more qualitative in nature. It's designed for that person who wants to develop the leadership capacity that deals with, again, the people issues in organizations, the behavioral issues.
So you teach more of a psychology behind putting together projects and programs, or organizational skills?
Well, instead of psychology, it would be a course in motivation, or a course in decision making, a course in communication, ethics, and so forth. Those are the titles of some of the courses that we have.
We need some courses in ethics, don't we?
Well, it's a theme
for
that
our government.
It's a theme that runs through our program, without a doubt.
So, as far as the recognition of the MSOL program, if I'm going out looking for a job, would it be something that an HR person would quickly and easily identify with?
Well, I think more and more so. Now, back in 1995, we were one of the first in the country to start a program like this. Okay. And it was, tell me, what is it? A Master of Science in what? And so we explained that. But we've graduated 1,000 students since we started. And if you Google this degree now online, I mean, you'll get hundreds of colleges and universities that are now offering a program that has leadership in the title. In this one brochure that we designed, a guide for employers, this is for people that, own the business. And we say, look, why would you be interested in having people in your organization come into our program?
And hold that up for the camera. There you are.
And
maybe at this point I should ask, if you can't read this on camera, because I'm shaking it around, where would we go in order to get more information on the program?
Well,
on the internet?
You can, yes, geneva.edu/MSOL.
How long has Geneva College been around?
Since 1848.
1848.
Yes.
And did George Geneva start it, or how'd that go?
Well, it started in Ohio. It moved to Beaver Falls in 1880, and it's been there ever since.
What's your typical enrollment graduating class?
Of undergrads?
Yeah.
Probably 300 or so. Usually about 1,300 students on campus, traditional undergrad. Of course, our program operates quite a bit differently than this. This program is offered at night at various locations around the greater Pittsburgh area. And one of the reasons we're here is because in August we're starting a new cohort at DDI, which is right up the road here.
Okay, so that's the DDI that's up at not the Bridgeville exit, but I used to call it the Kerwin Heights exit.
Now Heidel? No.
Collier. They
Township,
renamed it to throw us off.
Yes, they did.
Okay, well, maybe it'll be called the Geneva exit someday down the road.
Well,
so you meet in the DDI building,
yes,
which is
beautiful.
right there on the right there off the interstate highway.
Beautiful
now,
place.
How long does it? Let's say I have a four-year graduate and I want to take the course or the program. How long would it take me to do that? Going evenings, let's just say.
Well, we really would like you to work a little bit first, because this is a program.
Work.
Yes, get a job.
Okay.
After you graduate, because this is a program for working adults, and because we use the context of your work experience as an important source of information throughout the program. So let's say you're 24, 25, 26, or maybe you're 80, because we've had an 80-year-old come in. And it takes 2 years.
I missed that by a few years. Go ahead.
Okay. But it takes 2 years. Meet one night a week. You meet the same night, the same place from 6 to 10 o'clock.
Oh, so
year-round.
2 years and you only meet one night a week?
That's right. It's a year-round program.
Now, if you don't mind my asking, what's the cost for a program like that?
Well, it's $21,000 and $21,600, I believe, for the entire program, and that includes all the textbooks and materials that you need.
And a lot of times you out there can talk your boss into paying for a portion of this?
Absolutely.
That happens quite a bit, I would assume, huh?
Lots of tuition benefit programs in organizations that they're able to take advantage of this.
And I imagine you could come see you. If you don't have the money, see you. I think it could be financed, possibly?
What's available for graduate students in Pennsylvania is are loans, primarily loans. There are no grants for graduate programs.
Well, loans work.
Loans work. Lots of our students do that, without a doubt.
We have somebody here that graduated from Geneva. Where are you, Terry?
Yeah, we have...
he might be in the food line, huh?
Terry, there
he is. Over there.
Yeah.
Okay. Terry is
How
a
many-
product of Geneva College, and he's our marketing director for the Southpointe Chamber and our other two organizations as well.
Could I ask a couple questions of the audience?
Oh, yeah, go right ahead. Let's put the audience on the spot. What are they doing sitting there
Why
eating?
not?
Let's get them. Pick somebody at random. See who's awake. Who's sleeping?
This isn't a classroom. But how many of you? I'm always interested in asking a group. How many of you have heard of our program, the Geneva College MSOL program?
Hey, we got quite a few hands up.
Wonderful. What we're always interested in is not only making contact with those folks who heard about us, but also those that have never heard about us. And that's why we're here, because one of the things that we see happen in this 2 years is we see transformation happen in people. It's amazing. You know, I've seen it since the day our program began. So it never gets old. Where people will tell us at the end of this 2 years, you know, I used to behave, or I used to act, or I used to respond to situations like this, and now I don't. I respond differently. So when you talk about learning in terms of transformation, then it's more than just, well, I learned, you know, techniques, and I learned ideas, and I learned theory, but there's changes taking place here. And I think a lot of it is due to the structure of the program, the cohort model. You're together with the same group for 2 years. You're in a facilitative environment, you know, where you're interacting, and you're talking about how can I apply this stuff. This week, some people say, I need something right now.
Sure.
Because this is happening. What
they can bring
do I
their work
do?
problem to your class.
And that's why we want people who work.
Well, Jim, I'm getting the signal.
You getting
so
the ding?
I'm getting the, not quite, but Jimmy, yeah, he seems,
That's
he's
good.
about ready.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, let's keep going. Let's see how long we can do this before Jimmy pushes the bell. But as far as if anybody wants to contact you, they of course would go to, yeah, go ahead.
Let me put this up here too. In the material you have on your in front of you there on the table is an announcement for an open house. This next Tuesday, the 25th of June, from 6 to 8 p.m. up at DDI. And boy, would we love to see some of you there. We'd be happy to talk to you and see, you know, if we're a fit and you're a fit with what your interests are.
Good.
And this also, this piece here, and I'll be done.
Yeah, go ahead.
This piece here indicates where we have classes being offered, new classes being offered this year and next year. So you can see we're in Bridgeville, Monroeville, Cranberry Township, downtown Pittsburgh, and in Newcastle for this year. So
sounds great. And if you're watching this video and you're past that date, you want to go to the website would be geneva.edu, but we also have geneva.edu/MSOL, and that'll be on the bottom of your screen because Michael put it there, right? So I guess with that, I'd like to thank you, Dr. Jim Dittmar, for being a host to our lunch today, and we want to make sure that we invite all those that are listening to stop by and see what Geneva College is doing in their program. And we want to thank you for watching this video. This is Don Hoder.
Can I say one more thing?
Well, I don't know.
interrupt you?
Jimmy's hanging on that bell.
I
But
know.
go ahead.
This is it. I just wanted to let you know that the Linda Roundtree and Connie Schroyer are also here today and will be more than happy to meet with you at our table or anywhere
Put up
else.
your hand. There you go.
I would say stand up, but
That'll take
you're
time.
already standing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you for joining us, and remember, genevaedu.msol, and thank you very much for watching, folks.
Thank you.